You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. I'm always flirting with pain. She like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society, so I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety. We make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything. It's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. I'm always flirting with pain. She like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on.
Greetings, everyone. Hey, let me go ahead and take this down, okay? Hold on. Let's see. All right. Hey, everybody, can you hear me? I see my bubble moving. Okay. Yo, oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all forgive my tardiness, okay? Forgive my tardiness. See, because for those of you that don't know, I talk about this every so often. But for Christmas, Envy definitely listens to what I like. And he got me a heated blanket, right? So I'm literally wrapped up in this heated blanket. And then I do this thing where I turn on brain music. And I kind of sit here and doze off. So please forgive my tardiness. Welcome in, everybody. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a month of Sundays. I think last time I was live was Wednesday. Jesus Christ. So, honey, we about to hop right on into this, okay? We got Mimi, baby. Hey, honey bun, thank you for coming. Lady Nika, hey, Irwin, I will be in the clouds. This episode laying down migraine. Okay, easing up, and I don't want to push. Have a great show. Thank you so much, Lady Nika. I appreciate that, baby, and I hope you feel better. And in the words of Lady Nika, y'all better ring my doorbell, okay? Don't just walk up in my house. Ring that doorbell. It's all right. I promise. Patricia, hey, my love. Queen V, hey, baby. The anticipation, for the record, I do not know what she is about to say. Let's get it. And that is from the incomparable Manco Television. I call him Envy and some other names. That is y'all's business. Okay. Barn Dog. Envy. Barn Dog said stop. Y'all are crazy. Queen V, Patricia. Who else is in here? Bella. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday. So all of the winners that are in here. Okay, I think today Wednesday. It is. My days are all messed up. Mr. Carruthers. Hey, hon. Thank you so much for coming on in here. All right. Who else we got? Picking Tail. Okay. Queen Diva. I saw Miss T Velocity did a live the other day, and I didn't even get her notification. I am so mad, but I definitely caught that replay. Tell your sister that I miss her dearly, okay? I really do. She was becoming somebody that I watched religiously because I knew she was coming on borderline every day. So please tell her I miss her, okay? Did I get everybody? TSW, welcome in, my love. Details. Hey, hon, thank y'all for coming. Queen Pisces. Hey, sugar, how are you? Who else is in here? Toya. Hey, my love. Did I get everybody? I did. All right. And so as y'all can see by the title, y'all, I have not been live in a week. Okay. Woo! So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way. I will be adding an additional show, okay? And the schedule that Envy and I both came up with, trying to pick his brain, about numbers and all that other kind of stuff. Not numbers as far as views, but like numbers isn't the word I'm looking for. Is it analytics? I don't know. But anyway, we kind of, hey, Luma Negro, welcome in, hon. But kind of talk to him, kind of figure out which day is best. So I do believe I came up with Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. So like borderline like every other day, something like that. So yes, I will be back here. I think I'll be back here Friday. I think that starts this week. I think it does. So just kind of want to let y'all know what was going on with that, because people kept saying, oh, RY needs another show. Envy, you need to give RY this 5 o'clock Wednesday. This 5 o'clock Wednesday spot. Honey, y'all, folks have been running amok, if I could steal that from YTC. But anyway, so that is the announcement. And I am working on Girl Talk this Sunday, y'all. Forgive me, because Drunk Meat, baby, Drunk Meat was a little hot. She was a little hot that I didn't do Girl Talk Sunday. She commented and she said, dang, first Envy bail on me. Now I'm going through some stuff and I just need to laugh. Y'all don't understand comments like that. And I told Envy this. I said, comments like that makes me want to keep going, because it makes me feel like y'all want to hear what I got to say. And sometimes I just feel like I just be rambling. I did. Hey, Ron P, welcome, baby. Hey, Sour Patch, baby. I don't know what's in them sodas y'all be drinking, but honey, you have been on 1,000 for like the last 48 to 72 business hours, and I need to know what you were just sipping on, okay? But shout out to Drunk Meat. I did not do Girl Talk Sunday because I had some family that called and they said, look, we coming to hang out with you. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So that's what I was doing Sunday, hanging out with family, touching grass and getting irritated. And I couldn't wait to kick them out of my house. Okay. You and your kids, y'all got to go. Oh, I mean, had to clean up glitter and pizza boxes for the kids. And oh, Jesus, yeah. Let's just say I'm glad they gone. Okay. So I got my house back to myself. It is nice and quiet. I can cut my heat on. I ain't got to worry about nobody complaining. Anywho, so let's get into this, y'all. So as y'all can tell by my title, honey, RY loves to be. Thank you so much. Please like this video, okay? And if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, I won't get on y'all nerves like a lot of these other people do. But anywho, so as y'all can tell by the title, what is it? I have my own mind, so here are my thoughts about the YT streets, okay? I don't know where to start, so we just gonna start somewhere, okay? Hey, I'm Filter Muffy. Welcome on in here, baby. Welcome on in. Oh, thank you. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where'd I go? Thank you so much. I appreciate the super sticker. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toya. I truly appreciate that. Hold on. Let me do this. You know, I gotta. There we go. Okay. So that's that. So where shall we begin? Oh, I turned it off. My bad. Okay. There we go. So let's start with, oh God, I guess we can start with the whole, Jesus Christ, I don't want to talk about this, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this on up in a pretty little bow. Listen, this IB diet thing, listen. He said what he said. He's not apologetic. He's not sympathetic or empathetic, and he will say it again. So at this point, we have started, uttered, and muttered about how much we don't like it. He ain't changing. So the only thing we can do is change how we decide to deal with it. Me personally, keep your eye over there. Because that wasn't cool at all. The whole toner, ink, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I stand on what I said. People tell me, oh, you got a warning. A warning was issued out. Yeah, a warning was issued after the fact. So one person's experience with somebody may not be the next. You got to let whomever experience what they're going to experience with that individual. Because how many times do we sit here and say, oh, don't mess with that person. Oh, but get to know them for yourself. Not that I was trying to get to know any of them, to be very honest. I heard about them, but it wasn't anything that I'm just like, oh my God, I'm intrigued. Who are you? Tell me more. No. I just heard about them through the streets. I heard about what stuff they did. They showed up to people's houses, sitting on porches and patios, having photo ops with other, and who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, they have to deal with that on their conscience, whether they want to or not. Don't make me no never mind. Just move around. I ain't like that at all. I said it then and I say it now. It was sick. It was disgusting to say that someone that is biracial, that their parent did not have, they must have ran out of toner. That is, oh, I almost said a word. But that was not cool whatsoever. I hated it. I hated it, period. And just because one person doesn't have the same outrage as the next does not mean that somebody can just go out here and be manic and just be upset for whatever the reason they want to be upset for. Okay? So now with that being said, somebody came to me and was just like, oh, well, are you going to respond to Diva? No, for what? Why would I? I have no reason to. Are you okay? Why would I respond to somebody who I, number one, unsubscribed from, and two, why would I respond to somebody who already said out their mouth that I don't have any potential? That is me wasting my breath. Moving right along. See how quickly that was? Get in, get out. Some people do have a dark sense of humor. They do have a dark sense of humor. However, just understand that if you have a dark sense of humor, everybody doesn't operate like that. And when people clap back on you, you have to be prepared for it. Because if somebody has to sit and listen to your dark humor, you should sit and listen to the clapbacks. And maybe next time, shut up or mind your manners. Then I heard something about, child, something about taking folks to court and suing criminal. Listen, who knows? Who cares? I heard something about a $25,000 judgment today. Anywho, that to me, that's the. Hey, OG Beauty, welcome in, baby. Hey, Stormy, welcome. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever. So that's that. I'm not responding to somebody who feels like I have no potential, because that says to me, obviously, I do have potential, because you felt the need to go live, I guess, with my name in the title. I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm not subscribed. It was told to me. Okay, great. Moving right along. Next up, speaking of ink and toner and stuff, what I don't understand for the life of me is how somebody that is biracial themselves can then turn around and not on no court again. Listen, honey, there's a hug. God bless America. That's all I can say. Because it's stupid. So for the life of me, I don't understand how somebody that is biracial can then turn around and question another biracial person's blackness. Does that make sense to anybody? Or am I the only one that thinks like, wait, what? That's stupid. Dumb. Dang, I miss so much. Honey, you ain't miss a bunch of nothing, I promise you. So I'll go ahead and quickly wrap this up in a bow, because I know it's a certain topic that people want me to talk about, and we're going to get there. So today, the Holy Spirit came and tapped my shoulder and said, hey, go get for the binary. So I tiptoed over there to binaries today. And I came in at the part and I said, but wait a minute, how can we hold someone accountable for knowing the history of two people if that person is not from that sector? So let's talk about it, shall we? I was referring to envy, because I kept seeing people in his chat when he was talking about this say, well, how did you not know that they had an issue? How did you not know? What? Well, excuse me? So I asked Binary, I said, well, how can we hold envy accountable to Black sector history if he's not Black sector? That's just like me coming to the Umar sector, jumping into all them beefs. And they said, oh, you're supposed to know Umar sector history. Hell, I ain't from here. Only thing I know about the Umar sector is he stole all his money to open up a school that ain't gonna never open up. That's it. So you can't hold him accountable for something he doesn't know about. Like that's dumb to me. And then when I put that in the chat, here he go. Oh, why tries to justify everything. Yeah, just like you tried to justify trying to get $500 from Pizza and them to make you the manager of this new sector. Shut up. Okay? That's your best bet. Shutteth uppeth quickly. Because ain't nobody justifying nothing. It was a legit question. And then he had the unmitigated gall to say something along the lines of, well, I'm questioning envy's Blackness. How? And I put that in the chat. I said, so explain to me how you can question somebody's Blackness if you are biracial yourself. And he read every other comment except for the one I put it there. And here go Malik in the chat. All right, why? Yo, you see how he skipped over that one? Mm-hmm. I do. He skipped over that. And we're right on to the next topic. That's your best bet. I said, my work here is done. Because the nerve of you, dear sir, to try to question, I swear to God, I don't understand how someone biracial can question the Blackness of another biracial individual. Does that make sense to anybody? If it does, don't be afraid to say, his question did make sense, or his statement did make sense. And and I was researching some stuff, right? And it says, when one biracial person questions or challenges the blackness of another, it is typically described as gatekeeping, racial policing, or colorism if based on skin tone or hair texture. It is often discussed as a manifestation of light skin versus dark skin or biracial privilege dynamics. Okay? Hold on, somebody said something. Queen Pisces, what you say? Let me see. Yeah, I told you our little story times is 49 of them, but it should be what? And so then I kept right on reading. And I said, well, let me see what racial policing is about. Racial policing, they're saying it is the enforcement of specific behavioral, cultural, or physical boundaries to validate or invalidate someone's racial identity. So once again, I want to know, how can one biracial person question the blackness of another? Is it because you got, I almost slipped up and said it. Is it because, and I asked him this in the chat too. I said, is it because, I said, are you questioning his blackness because you're darker than him? That's crazy to me. Is it because you got Kaneka long hair? Exactly, illuminating like that shit is crazy to me. How? How can you be biracial? What, you black and Asian? Envy is black and white. Explain to me how you can question the blackness of another biracial individual. So hopefully he'll respond to that and actually answer my question, because I really want to know that. That was so unbecoming of a doctor. Like, what? Hey, Chastity, baby, good to see you. Ooh, wrong comment. This stuff moving fast. Hey, Chastity, good to see you, my love. Like, that is crazy to me. Ooh, there you go, Ryan P. Colorism, hypocrisy, and racial policing. I will never for the life of me understand that. I'm sorry, I had to bring that up because that really bothered me. Like, that absolutely made no sense at all. And even if he tries to give an answer, it still won't make sense to me. I'm sorry, it just won't. Like, no. Anywho, so then I tiptoed on over. I went and I tiptoed through the tulips and carried my tail over there to ZX's. Okay. Because every now and again, I get a good chuckle when I go to ZX's. I don't know why, but I do. But today, when I go over there, I hear him saying, King Stacks, King something. Get them eyeballs out my chat. You got 3 seconds or something like that, or I'm going to block you. And when I heard that, I said, oh. I said, King Stacks. And then here come Rodney. Oh, King Stacks, you're unblocked. But make sure you come in and you speak. And I had to look. I said, I don't see that person. I forgot her there. I blocked him. That's why I ain't see him. Jay Dunn, he was over there telling people that they needed some more chocolate in them. Jay Dunn, who said that? Please tell me Binary didn't say that. Jay Dunn, please. Jay Dunn, are you serious? The nerve. The nerve. The nerve. Just because he came on camera and people say he had a big bell pepper nose, now he can question somebody's blackness. He can tell somebody they need some more chocolate in their milk. Huh? Oh, see, Jay Dunn, I hate you. Oh, I hate you. Sorry about that. That last part. Disregard that. Jay Dunn almost got Jay Dunn. That's the way you are annoying. Patricia said, Jay Dunn, give me your devices. Oh, Binary, please disregard that last part. J-Dub was getting ready to have me go off. Oh, I was getting ready to snap. I was getting ready to oh, I don't even know what I was about to do, but I was about to do something. Whew. Okay. Xerox in the copy machine, chocolate in the milk. This is sick. J-Dub almost had me going the hell off on binary. Whew. All right, binary. I'm gonna let you live on that one, okay? She not right, Patricia. I promise you. She not right. Stormy, please get you done. She coming out the gate swinging. So like I was saying, I realized that King's 25 stacks was IB and I had him blocked. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. But then it dawned on me, and this is why I was tickled, right? I was tickled because ZX said, get those eyeballs out my chat, or you'll be blocked or something like that, and come back and speak. And the tickling part about it was Rodney said, oh, King Stacks, you're unblocked. Make sure you come in and speak. Does anybody know where I'm going? Listen, we can't do nothing with J-Dub. I can't stand her. J-Dub really had me getting a little hot over here. Does anybody know where I'm getting ready to go? Okay, great. Glad you don't, because I'm getting ready to tell you. I was tickled because ZX said, get them eyeballs out my chat, King Stacks, or you're going to be blocked, and come back and say hello. Rodney turns around and says, oh, you're unblocked, King Stacks. Come in and speak. Rodney is the same person that put eyeballs under a picture ZX posted, but ZX didn't want eyeballs in their chat. Baby, when I heard that, I said, I said, let me gather my 6-inch stiletto ones and tip right on up out of here. Because I said, this is crazy. This is absolutely, I said, honey, Rodney is over there doing his job with this monster. I believe him to it. I don't know why that was so funny. But something said, carry your hips back over there. So I go back over there. He on the panel. That's where I heard somebody a $25,000 judgment. Okay, 6 inches. Okay. Hey, who was that? Somebody just spoke. Hey, Kimberly Black, welcome. I hope you had an amazing Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, she cleared it. Yvonne. Baby J-Dub came out the gate swinging. Because I was getting ready to take this live in a completely different direction. So I go back over there and I'll be up there talking. And I hear something about a $25,000 judgment. He sued somebody. I don't know who was sued. And I guess this person got the $25,000 judgment against him because he won, so forth, so forth. Then I heard something about, yeah, it can go from civil to criminal. And I'm like, wait, hold on. He said it can go from civil to criminal, I guess because people keep talking about him or saying not so nice things to him or about him and his wife. But here's my thing, and I'm going to say this. Hey, Pizarro, hey, boo, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. My thing is this. How can he sue somebody for talking about him that could be criminal? But placing children on the dark web and doing all of those other heinous things, is it? Or am I the only one that's a little confused? Am I the only thing? The biker finally charges. You see what I'm saying? Criminal charges. But how is that possible? When you put children, or allegedly put children on the dark web, is that not criminal? Am I the only one thinking with a brain? Because how does that work? And then I did hear ZX say, he said that the IB and diet being racist thing isn't new. Okay, cool. I can agree with that. However, just because it isn't new to y'all doesn't mean that it's not new to a lot of people that's not from that sector. It's not. Not at all. I can go over to the Bill 3 sector and act like I run stuff and act like I know everything just because I'm from Dallas don't mean a darn thing. It means nothing. So what may be old to somebody in the Mo 3 sector is damning new to me. Like, okay, I want to know more about this. So, and I get what he was saying, but no. Just because y'all dealt with it, I feel like every day it's some new set of eyes over here in the beef sector. Hell, it's probably new eyes over there in the black sector. It's probably new eyes in the whatever sector. Doesn't mean that they're going to know everything that has happened from day one on down. So I just thought that was rather interesting. But here was the interesting part for me. ZX then turned around and said, he alluded to something and said, why can't adults just let it go and move on? Now, when he said that, I had to literally sit there in that moment and I had to process that. I really had to process that. And here's why. To say, why can't adults just let go and move on? My question then would have became, who exactly does that apply to? Because if that is, hey, MGO, if that is what adults are supposed to do, then why couldn't he have done the same thing? Or does that only apply to certain people? And by certain people, whether you like them, or whether you semi-hate them, whether you full out hate them, if we as adults have to move on and let it go, shouldn't that thing be applied to him as well? I'm just saying, and I swear in this moment, I am not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be anything. I really want to know that because I can list what? 2 people off the top of my head. Why couldn't he have I feel like I'm about to butcher that sentence. Why couldn't he let that go? I put it that way. And he may have his reasons, but I feel like if he's going to have his reasons to not move on and let it go, allow other adults to do the same thing. Like, to me, that is not fair at all. Not at all. Hold on, somebody. Did I skip it? Okay, yeah, I probably missed that. No, right here. Hey, Lolo, welcome in, honey. I hope you had a good day. And listen, Lolo, tell your daughter I need her to make another appearance because your daughter absolutely tickles me like nobody's business. When your daughter sat up there and said, yeah, I was talking about something, and she said, cop to mouth ratio, I want to say, baby, start a channel right now, honey, and I will subscribe. Your daughter is pure comedy, and I loved it. I loved it, okay? So, yeah, so that was that. And then he tells us, oh, well, this storyline is from 7 years ago. So why are people regurgitating something from 7 years ago? Okay, cool. Let's dissect that for a second. Because if we're asking why is somebody regurgitating something from 7 years ago, then why would he be talking about a fight from 2019 that happened with somebody in the beef sector? Why? And we can't regurgitate what happened 7 years ago with this whole diet and stuff, then why are you doing the same thing? Right? Furthermore, if we're going to hold somebody accountable for not knowing the history of something, in order to know the history has to be regurgitated. Am I only making sense to myself? Like, seriously, does that make sense to anybody else? Because typically when you're in school and you're in, I don't know, a history class, they're regurgitating history. I'm right. Thank you, Cosmic Girly. Thank you, baby. So we can't pick and choose when we want to regurgitate history. We can't. Because if you want somebody to know the history of your sector, you got to repeat. Better yet, where's Google? Hold on. Regurgitate meaning. Regurgitate. Oh, I don't like this first one. Caught me off guard. Regurgitate means to bring swallowed food back up into the mouth or to repeat information without truly understanding or analyzing it. Okay. Based off of that definition, I'll give ZX that one. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, Code. Have a seat. I almost cussed you slam out because of something J Dunn said. But J Dunn took that back. So welcome. Okay. But I still want you to answer my question if you go live tomorrow. Binary. Thanks. So based off of that definition, regurgitate. Because he said, why regurgitate something from the last 70 years? And I love words, right? I love words. So the second part of that definition means to repeat information without truly understanding or analyzing it. Okay, let's take regurgitate off. Maybe repeat. But either way it goes, you still have to repeat. I don't know. Either way it goes, you can't say people can't regurgitate something from 7 years ago if you are repeating a fight that happened down at an eatery in 2019 with another beef sector content creator. That's just what it is. And in order for that to have even gotten to him, I'm sure he either had to, one, he had to have been there to seen it. Jesus Christ. He had to be there to see it, or two, somebody had to regurgitate it back to him, or he probably saw clips and then people was feeding him pieces that he was missing. Either way it goes, it's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Moving right along. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. I don't know what the heck happened last night. All I know is I was in the bed dozing off, and then all of a sudden, I hear, hey, big man, welcome in. Welcome on in here. Next thing I know, I hear Envy. I hear Envy over there on Limit's panel. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, they're about to chop it up. I'm getting ready to go ahead and fully go to sleep. And if I heard correctly, Slapper Don was up there and he was talking about how he can, you know, have somebody, shall I say, gone if he wanted to or something like that, and he can find people's information, post it, right? So from what I heard Envy go up there and say, well, Lemon, do you think this is something, you know, that you would like to have discussed on your platform? Now, in the book of my mind, I'm thinking Envy said that to kind of protect Lemon's channel because, you know, unfortunately, he has lost quite a few channels, right? And so the next thing I know, Lemon decides to go off. But I ain't thinking nothing about it. So then when I heard the B word come out his mouth towards Envy, I shot up in bed. I said, ooh, I don't even go like that. I look at that chat. Envy said, he said something, and then put in quotations, bitch. I said, oh, he caught it. He heard it. Next thing I know, hey, Charlie, I didn't even see you slide up in here, boo. Thank you. Very true. Exactly. So next thing I know, I said, oh, Envy about to go back up there, and I don't know what's getting ready to happen. Envy goes back up there. I told that conversation out up until the point where I heard Envy say something about, is this what you really want to do? Let me know. Let me say, yeah. Nope, let me back up. Slap a Don then told Envy, well, why do you sound a little, you sound like a little nervous in your voice. You sound a little scared. So Envy was just like, Lemon, is this the kind of stuff you want to, discuss on your panel? I really think Envy was just trying to look out for his channel. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think he was trying to G check him and all this. Oh, Chad, yeah, we're gonna talk about this too. I don't think he was trying to G check him or anything like that. But when Envy said, hey, let me know if this is what you want to do, I already knew where this conversation was going. Lemon said, yup. I said, oh, hell. I said, watch. Envy about to drop. Lo and behold, Envy left. I said, God damn. So I don't know what's to come of that. I am sitting back watching just like y'all. I truly feel like Envy was really, really coming from a place of, hey, I just want to make sure you're good. I don't want nothing to happen to your channel because of X, Y, and Z. And I also feel like Envy may have been in his feelings a little bit because this was like the second time in like maybe a week or so. Because I believe he was over at Queen Pisces. Girl, I like you, but I'm to tap on you too. He was over there at pizzas, over there at the pizza parlor. And I guess somebody was in the chat. Hey, December baby, welcome on in. Hey, storylines for content. Georgia P, should I speak to you? I don't think I did. Crafty, Born Dog. Hey, all y'all. So from what I understand, there was a racist comment left in Pizza's chat, and Envy was trying to bring awareness to it so they could go ahead and get it out. Next thing I know, Queen Pisces done time that baby out. I'm like, wait, hold the hell on. What's happening? So next thing I know, I looked at my screen. Honey, Queen Pisces said, he's so sensitive. And this, that, I said, Lord have mercy. What the heck is happening? And of course, Envy was not too happy about that. He wasn't happy because he was truly, truly, truly trying to make sure that that comment was taken away. And I did the part where Pizza did try to be like, look now, come on. He won't be insensitive or something like that. He was just trying to get that comment out. But I'm like, y'all moderators, y'all are some snipers, okay? Now let's go back to this G-check thing. And I'm gonna say here, and I'm gonna try to get through this part without laughing, okay? Because it wasn't funny, but the circumstances of it, hilarious. So Lemon had a panel, and it was Lemon, Shaka Zulu, and one other person. Okay. Somehow or another, first and foremost, I don't even know why Lemon and Shaka Zulu fell out. Can anybody tell me what that was about? All I heard was something about Shaka Zulu is sucking a glass pen. I guess that's supposed to be like some sort of paraphernalia. I don't know. I'm not in that life, so I don't know. Hey, she talked too much. You in the cause? Thank you, baby. I appreciate you coming. Vibrant little moderator extraordinaire. Shouts out to M. Bernie for that. Oh, speaking of M. Bernie, let me write that down to kind of go back and touch on that too. So does anybody know why Shaka Zulu and Lim fell? Lim, that is so crazy. Does anybody know why Shaka Zulu and Lemon fell out? Does anybody know? All right, y'all are in the same division as the Bears. Okay. Vibrant, you crazy. Nobody knows? All right, well, honey, I'm about to make this part up from what I remember. Something about you're sucking the glass D. And so I guess Shaka Zulu didn't like that too much. So he hit the link. And next thing I know, somebody else comes up there and hits the link. He was booty. Who was booty popping? Simone, who was booty popping? Please explain that to me because I ain't heard that part. So then I hear somebody else come up there. And there were three things that were said that I thought was rather interesting. First thing was, what was it? oh, Shaka Zulu's been around for a long time. I'm like, okay. And then 2, it was said, oh, well, Lemon, you're just mad because he's already a part of an A team. I said, interesting. Been around for a long time, already a part of the A team. Cool. And then the third thing, if I remember correctly, it was something along the lines of, oh, no, Lemon, I'm talking to the channel holder or the content creator or something like that. And when I heard that, I said, oh, this is interesting. This is getting juicy. This is getting spicy. So let me just figure this out, huh? Diva was on the panel and called Shaka out. Okay, so this had to have been the same night. They was talking about onion under armpits because Haitian and that was retarded. That was dumb. Lemon didn't know. They knew each other and was asking her not to dox him. Okay, because then I remember seeing his comment saying, Diva, I love you, baby, or something like that. First and foremost, I just found out today that Shaka Zulu is 47. I'm thinking he's like late 20s, early 30s. Gagged me today. And then once he found out they were trolling each other, the energy went left. Got it. Thank you so much. What you mean, crafty? Things are about to get interesting. Cause yes, they something about onion under the armpit smelling, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, So when I heard those 3 things, I said, okay, well, that's very, very interesting. I said, but I'm about my business and I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the show. And I think that's when things went completely haywire. Next thing I know, I hear Lemon screaming to the top of his lungs. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell? Hold on. What'd you say, Lady Sparkles? What does that mean? Like when some people drink, they smell like onions under. No. So what it is, they were, because I guess he's Haitian, and they were insinuating that, Haitians they don't wear deodorant, pretty much. That's not the nicest thing to say about ethnicity or culture or whatever, but hey. So things went left. All of a sudden, I hear Lemon screaming and if I can steal one of ZX's sayings, he was screaming like somebody was putting belt to ass. Okay, so I tuned it out, but then I said, hold on, this got to be something. So I go back and I start listening, and when I listen to something intensely, I don't know if anybody else do this, but I would sit here and look at my computer and I would start squinting. As if squinting is supposed to make you hear better. You remember coming up as a kid, you be in the car with your parents, and your parents trying to find an address or they trying to find a building, and they turn the radio down because they think that's gonna help them. They think that's gonna help them find the place. So I'm sitting there squinting as if squinting at the screen is gonna help me really understand what's happening. And then see, Georgia Peach, things went left. I didn't know, little boy, you ain't go G-check me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I really started paying attention then, because that was rather interesting. Considering what just happened to me. But I left it alone and I just sat there. And then shit just got crazier. So I said, listen, I'm not about to keep listening to all this screaming and hollering. And I left it right there. What you say, Georgia Peach, or why I do some of the oddest things trying to listen. If I really try to concentrate, I will squint as if that's supposed to do something. But it doesn't. Hold on, let me see. RY, read my last comment book. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, I get to that in just a second. To the manager moderators, Envy is requesting that you please change to subscriber mode to 0 duration rather than 5 minutes. Thank you. All right, so let's see your last comment. Let me see if I can scroll back up. Okay. I've learned to sit back when people banter in the chat. It's best to stay neutral because I don't know who is serious or playing. I'm just here is my attitude. Listen, okay? I'm with you on that one because at this point, honey, my saying is about to be, honey, I just got an attitude of gratitude, and I'm grateful for the entertainment that is being bestowed upon us because that was hilarious. That was, I don't know why that tickled me, but what tickled me even more, Toya dropped down. Toya dropped down in that chat and made a comment. Mm, mm, mm. And when I tell you that comment had me squealing, she said something along the lines of, see, you should have dropped both of them. Shout out to Arwa. I said, I wanted to respond back. I wanted to say, oh, Toya, you are messy, but I loved it. But I ain't say nothing. So I just act like I didn't see it. And I text Envy. I said, Envy, look at this. And we both just chuckled and left it alone. And so his whole thing was, this is my over here. You're not about to come over here and do this, okay? And I can agree with that, which leads me to something I had in my title earlier today. And that is, I'm paying, how do you say it, homage to J. Dunn and this gosh darn handbook. So I created me a little handbook, a little rule book, and it is simply this. This is my house. Okay? What I say goes. Period. If I don't come to your house and tear shit up, don't come over here and do that. If you feel the need to do that, just stay away. But as for being in my house, we will be respectful over here when you grace my lane. Period. Because I see too many people tearing up other folk houses, but want to allow it over there and theirs. That is my one and only rule. Well, no, don't come over here talk about folk churn. We ain't doing that docs and stuff over there. That is my rule. Period. So I felt for Lemon. I felt for Lemon because he was screaming his heart out, trying to gain control. But I'm not gonna lie, that tickled my fancy just a tinge, just a little bit. But then it wasn't funny anymore because I know how that feels. So I said, well, let me go ahead and get my little notebook out. And I said, I'm just gonna write down 3 simple rules, and that's it. If you can't abide by it, baby, go find you somebody's house where you can tear it up. But y'all know I am a church, honey. And the Bible says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. But honey, for you to ask for me and my house, you gonna act like you got some goddamn sense over here. Period to the Periana to the Perrier. Shout out to official King Pank for that one. Okay. Moving. Now, oh my God. That's right. Put some respect on my shit over here. Period. Because treat other people's stuff like you won't fuck to treat yours. Period. And that's just where I'm at with it. I ain't taking nothing back. And before I do, I add more to it. Now, moving right along. M. Bernie. When I tell you, I love me some M. Bernadette. I do. But I just want to go ahead and officially close something out. I want to officially close this out. I was the one that mentioned Apple. Okay. I did. I ain't taking it back. I'm not. Why? Because it was the truth. However, and a few people caught what I was doing when I kept laughing. I did mention Apple to M. Bernie during one of our girl talk, just talking about how different things that I've done to try to overcome my fear of talking in front of people by simply applying for a job or a position in the company that I work for, Apple, as a trainer that forced me to stand in front of people and talk. I did. See, but what I did not say was, lean in real close. Y'all ready? I got to squint when I say this. What I did not say was, I haven't worked for them for almost 9 or 10 years. Hey, and Bernie. Hey, Bookie. Thank you for coming. So, yeah. So, I haven't worked. You leaning in, Charlie? Okay, well, lean in. Let me tell you again. I did say I worked for Apple. I did. But I didn't tell you the timeline. I haven't worked there in almost 9 or 10 years. And that is me closing out that chapter. That's it. I'm done with that. Okay? Are we good? All hearts and minds are cleared about that? Great. Because I don't want to keep talking about that. That to me, that's crazy. That is crazy. So do what you will. Hey, YTC, welcome in, baby. Who is this? Bad body. Oh my God. Who got a bad body odor in the chat? Y'all are sick. Cole, what are you laughing at? Because you was one of the main ones over there, in the words of Funky Dineva, stirred in the pot. You were one of the main ones. Nah, hey, sugar, I set my clock and I'm still late. That's all right. That's all right. See, because I was a few moments late myself, because I do this thing where I turn on brain music and I just sit and I listen, and then I wrap myself up in this heated blanket that Envy got me for Christmas, and I kind of doze off. So you're not alone, honey. I am here with you, okay? So that's pretty much all that I really have, y'all, because it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You haven't worked for them in 9 or 10 years. Oh, my God. I thought I heard you say that, but I wasn't sure. Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said, oh, Code is a habitual line crosser. Jesus Christ. I am laughing at the fact you haven't worked there for 9 or 10 years. Exactly. I haven't. No, I haven't. Nope. Surely have not. And I wasn't saying that, as a way to say, yeah, this is where it works. No, I use that literally as an example. Because one thing I always say is, I am scared as heck to talk in front of people, but you give me a mic, I will sing you down. Okay? It's just something about standing there talking. I had a problem with that. So I forced myself to do it by becoming a trainer for them. And that forced me to literally stand in front of a room of about 20 to 30 new hires once every 2 months and just do it. So that's kind of how I got over it, but I still don't like to do it at the same time. I don't. I was never worried. I was never worried. Yes. YTC, it's cold over there. She said, I did. Listen, YTC, believe it or not, ooh, don't judge me. I still got my heat on. But I got it on real low. Because I cannot stand being cold. I cannot. So yeah, I still turn my heat on throughout the day, and then I turn it off. I do. Don't judge me. What she said, I'm good, a little busy, Charlie, but okay, cool. Girl, oh, you still got your heat on too. Okay, I am so glad I am not the only weirdo. My sisters and stuff would come up here, they'd be like, yo, why is the heat on? So when they were here, I cut the heat off, but I had my portable space heater. Stop playing with me. I don't like to be cold. I don't. And that's one thing, that was one side effect of having surgery, like your iron levels would drop and you would always be, yeah, long story. Let me see. What she say? My heated blanket is my, baby, listen. Now, if I can find a heated, weighted blanket, oh, what's the rap? You ain't ever got to worry about me walking at my house. Because I want one so bad. I love the beef sector. Do you? Oh, thank you, Ron P. Y'all are so sweet. I'm getting ready to drop the link because, honey, I've been talking for an hour and I got through my commentary. Okay. I promise y'all that is really all I had. And in case folks did not hear the announcement at the beginning of this, I will be adding an additional day, and that will be Friday. So I'll be doing Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm just adding one additional day. The link is dropped, honey. If y'all want to come up here and run y'all's mouth with me, okay? See, I can always count on I can always count on this individual right here. Never fails. Never. Never. Charlie?
Baby, you know I'm gonna tickle your link anytime you drop it.
I'm getting ready to pick. Binary, if you still in here.
Binary, his little messy tail. I'm glad to see him on camera though. He's doing that thing.
In the words of who is it? DC Young Fly. Let me take this down. That's rude. In the words of DC Young Fly, Binary, bring that ass over here, boy. Because I got questions for you. Because you keep trying me. You keep trying me. And I want you to know, Binary, the other day when you was over there running that mouth and you parted them double-breasted lips.
Ooh, not double-breasted.
Double-breasted, okay. Hey, John Robinson, welcome, baby.
Also, okay, so, I heard about
it was a little hot with me. But then when I sat there and I watched.
Don't you run away now. Bring that ass.
Bring that ass over here, boy. Listen, but when I dropped down in that chat, honey, your whole demeanor changed. I want you to keep that energy.
Why did I do the thing where I take my finger and do the come here?
Right. Come here.
Sit up here by AT and tell us what you did.
He does. He always be trying me. And he had the unmitigated gall to pot his double-breasted lips and say, oh, you're always trying to justify something. Yeah, just like you trying to justify that $400 in cash out before you was monetized. Thou shalt not try me. Wow. Yes. What's going on, Charlie? I haven't been over here in a week. Hey, Room Shaker.
I miss my Sunday night, girl talk, because that's
Binary Lock Your Community Walk. Big Man TV, you are trying.
Hey, shaker.
Big Man, don't do that. I thought we were friends. But no, I didn't do Girl Talk Sunday because family wanted to come hang out
first.
Absolutely.
Always comes first. And don't forget, when you start this new, taking on new days, to take your mental health breaks. Okay?
Oh, baby, listen. I take mental health breaks quite often. I could be in the middle of my workday, like today. I text my boss. I said, honey, I need a mental health day. He said, how long? I said, I don't know. I'll let you know when I come back.
What up, the Hood Table?
Hood Table, welcome. Hey, Monique.
We was talking about that.
That's just my thoughts.
Everybody knows who I started with, but I don't. A lot of people do know who the first person who pushed me out my comfort zone to really be co-hosting and doing stuff and being on panel. It was the Hood Table.
Oh, yeah, the Hood Table dope.
The Hood Table was my first whole panel experience.
my first link that I ever clicked, Lady Nika's, I believe.
Well, I clicked BS's link, but at the time, child, I didn't have good internet.
Oh Lord, here's her chronos.
But the Hood Table, I was paneling with her a lot. Her and Choreo, her and Choreo a lot, and Bro and Sis and all them. And but she was my first being all the time with somebody.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Big Man. Big Man? What are you talking about? Oh, side note, Big Man. When I tell you, Envy heard that diss track.
And I'm gonna say this: Envy got a lot more control than I got. Because if somebody would call me a B, a P, or any other word, I'd have been on that link going, "What the hell you mean calling me that?"
Listen, yeah, he definitely. God bless him.
My crazy would have came out to play.
Oh, jeez, Room Shaker, where you been? I feel like I ain't seen you. Sarkonos, is pretty. I only heard her name. Never. So listen, Sarkonos is gorgeous. And she told me her age, and I refuse to believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Nope. You can't make me believe she is the age that she says she is.
I swore to God that she was younger than us.
Me too. Just like I didn't know Shaka Zulu was 47.
Really?
I said, excuse me? Yes. He said it today. I said, oh, I thought you were late 20s, early 30s.
See, I didn't know who he was when he first started coming around. And then somebody said that he was, I think, Black Sector. And because I didn't know, like, I only saw him twice over there at Lemon's house, right? And so I was like, I don't know who he is. And I was like, so I'm curious. And then somebody posted this link. I clicked on it. I said, oh, shit, he actually good looking.
Yeah. And speaking of, honey, Sonny was in that chat. Sonny was in Envy's chat today. Sonny said, oh my, and Shaka Zulu fine. I said, girl, you being fresh. She said, I'm not trying to. Yeah, you are. You being
well, fresh. She ain't lying, no.
I only saw that avatar. Hold on, somebody back here.
He got videos with his face on it, I think.
Room Shaker.
Hello.
Hey, how are
Shaker,
you? Thank you for coming. Where you been?
Avoiding these people. I'm sick of their commentary. I'm sick of the conversation about the new sector. I tuned back in today and I'm confused about what's going on. You Diva, Lemon versus everybody. I'm like, what happened? Like, all this mayhem broke loose. Why?
Well, let me go ahead and clarify. There is no me and Diva.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Because I don't know what she said. Because after you say, you feel like I don't have any potential, there's no need for me to be subscribed to you. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and hit unsubscribe, and that. I didn't know she said anything.
Okay.
Today, I'm just like, oh, what y'all want me to respond to? Nothing.
Okay.
Now the lemon thing, that was, I'm assuming that the panel that she came over to because Shaka Zulu was there, and things kind of went crazy. Things went crazy. She was, over talking. He was trying to scream on top of her to gain control of his panel back. And he said, you're not about to G-check me. I'm not a little kid. And that's kind of where that went. And now the whole diet and IB thing, I guess it started behind Diet hit Lemon's panel the other night. And it kept coming up multiple times. And her audio was just trash. Either her audio was trash or her device was not the best. So Envy was in the chat. He was just like, yo, can he get through his commentary? There's something about your audio isn't even up to par. Something along those lines. So out of everybody that was in the chat, Diet said, I guess she went and got her husband. And he was just like, who is this Envy? Who is this Envy? And that's where all of that happened. Oh, I heard you was a biker. Da-da-da-da-da. So he tried to G-check Envy and tried to get him to come hit the panel. Envy wasn't doing that. So then they started talking biker lingo. So then Ghetto in the chat, in all caps, oh, Envy, I know you're not going to let IB talk to you like that. I know you're going to hit the link, Envy. I know you're going to hit the link. So then Envy said something about he was biracial. This is where shit went left. IB then turns around and says, oh, your dad is Black? Your mom is right? Oh, well, your dad must have ran out of toner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some racist ass shit.
Absolutely. So that's how all of that kicked off. And then I want to say like the next day, Envy goes up there, clicks the link. Envy says, they had a conversation for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Next thing you know, Ivy's backing up. My bad. I apologize. I do this. I do that. And then he said, next time you go live, I'll come hit your link. He comes hitting the link yesterday at Envy's 1 o'clock show. Shout out to Envy because that was a crazy and dope live. He comes over there and pretty much says, I said what I said. I'm not empathetic, apologetic, or sympathetic. And I'll say it again.
And I would be like, drop.
And Envy gets quiet because I feel like he was trying to process it. And so then he kept going. And then somehow his biracial niece was brought up. Well, something about, well, I told her she didn't have enough ink in her printer. What? And so then he ends up dropping because you hear dying in the back. Get off the line with them. And he was trying to hold his own. He said, I got this. And the chat was, man, I'll be out. To the point where he eventually got down. Next thing I know, who comes up there? No, before he got down, Tulsa hit the link. Tulsa started asking questions. Dad said, we ain't talking to no man in no wig. And so I believe Terry comes up. Then I hear Vic. And I like me some Vic because he's quirky. But Vic says, but he says that about his niece. He's not racist. He doesn't have a racist bone in his body. Excuse me?
Excuse me too. If you just said that about my niece, I'd have punched him in his face.
I hit the link. I said, okay, Vic. I said, explain to me how he doesn't have a racist bone in his body. You said he said that to his niece, right? I said, Envy is not his nephew, his brother, his cousin, his uncle, his daddy, none of that. I said, but when Envy said he's biracial, his response to Envy was, oh, your dad's black, then he must have ran out and told her. I said, so how do you explain that?
But why would that even come up?
Automatically assume that his daddy's black and his mama's white? Because it could have been the opposite way.
But
it could have been, but Envy showed his dad multiple times. What's up, baby?
So why did he have to clarify that he was biracial?
I think it had something to do with the whole biker thing. That's what it was. Because he is a part, and by he I mean Envy, he is a part of a all-black biker club. Whereas IB is a part, I just found out he's a part of a mixed or biracial, whatever you want to call it, biker club.
Right.
And so
I know both of their history, so okay.
And some biker
clubs,
IB
kept saying something about he has the skin color of milk or something like that. What?
That was shade.
Now,
okay.
It was. Now, here's my opinion. Okay, if I can give this.
Sure, it's your panel.
And I told Envy this. I said, Envy. I said, now that I had the opportunity to sit back and listen to all of this all over again and really soak this information in, I said, I feel like he was G-checking you, not really G-checking you, but testing your nuts and doing a temperature check to see if you were racist like he was, because you're biracial, but you're not dark skinned, you're not any of that. So in his mind, he thought you was white. So I think he was doing that to see if you were racist just like him. And when he found out you weren't, that's when things went left. And
I've heard that joke before, but it was by a mixed person. You get what I'm saying?
Speaking of mixed person.
That real what the dude was his daddy told him
and speaking of, and for the life of me, I don't understand how some of these people made it to adulthood. Let's take that off the table. I don't understand how some of these people even made it out of high school. Because they kept saying, oh, IB isn't white, he is Italian. I said, so nobody paid attention to school? I said, Italians, Europeans, white. Even if you look it up, Italians are considered white. Mm-hmm. So what do you mean? I'm like, this is retarded. This is crazy. I had to bite my tongue on that word, but this is crazy.
From a white person perspective, like you know, there are certain things that you cannot say as a white person. Why the hell would you repeat some dumb shit like that when you sweet baby Jesus?
Gotta come up here.
I feel like white people can say whatever they want to say because we say whatever we want to say.
But here's the thing. They also need to realize they can get their teeth knocked out when they say that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, but because I done heard a lot of people say that we can't be prejudiced and stuff, and I done heard a lot of people that's of different color or mixed or whatever get attacked. So I don't take offense to them saying what they gotta say. And if you can't be chastised, I feel like they can't be either, just to be on the fair side of things.
Right. Now, here are the small intricacies that I didn't really mention because I'm not gonna say it's my, but this is what it is. Hey Reese, baby, thank you for coming. So in the chat, right, when he explained what happened, he said, y'all are only focused on what I said, right? But y'all aren't focusing on the fact that she attacked me. Okay, cool. And in that moment, myself and like maybe one or two other people, we was like, okay, I'm willing to give you a little grace, whatever that may look like, because, you know, and we all said the same thing. This reminds us of that PA situation when PA said what he said, but it was in response to his race being attacked. But then when he said, and I'll say it again, I ain't taking it back. I'm not apologetic, empathetic, or sympathetic. I said, give me my grace back. You have torn your drawers with me. No. And I said in the chat, you were dead wrong for saying that. Period. Absolutely not. So I definitely understand that, hey, you know, we as a African, we as the Black race, right? We can't go out here just saying any and everything to these people, especially if it's not warranted. If it's not warranted, leave them. Leave them. Hold on, who was this? Oh my God, that's her name. M-I-C, no ducks. Huh? What you talking about, Lady Sparkles?
Somebody said Dart's name in chat.
Oh, snap. If my moderators catch that, can y'all take that out? Because I don't even know what her name is.
Pizarro, you said racism don't, what was your question?
Hold on.
So racism don't exist to room shaker. I just don't care too much about it because I don't got to observe both sides of things. And I feel like some shit that Black folks tend to do to white folks, but then when they match that energy or they return it, you want all of us to clink together and be in an uproar about it. When I feel like if I look at it from a fair standpoint, unbiased, I feel like everybody should consider what they say out their mouth. So when people use the N-word, I don't see myself as a nigga that was raised in the field of picking cotton. So I really don't care about stuff like that.
Who was this? I see you back there. Who was that? Originaire? Hold on, who was this?
This a Lumen Negro.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. All right.
What up, Illuminated?
Hey, Illuminated Negro.
Chilling.
To my moderators, anybody doxing in this chat, in the words of Lady Nika, put them on a long haul. Gotta go. We don't do that over here. Absolutely not. All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Does that answer your question, Pizza? She said, what? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm absolutely am. I don't care about stuff like that. It's like, don't dish it if you can't take it on every standpoint. I stand on that firmly, and ain't nobody gonna change my mind about it because I done seen Black people, okay, like we can use TMO, like people done told her skin was too dark, and it was some of the same people that's the same color as her. I done seen people that done came down and said they was mixed get attacked. I done seen, this ain't the first time I heard somebody compare MB to some milk, so I have seen racial slurs, and then I seen people like Mona and other people come in with money attached to them, and they was allowed to tell people that's why Black folks wear wigs, call us monkeys and everything, and people accepted it.
Okay. Now let's see. Hold on. So Pizarro said, okay, keep that same energy for your baby boy when he grows up.
I am. If he come up around me, he gonna be very explicit. If you push him to his limits, yeah, he might just tell you he a neuter. Like, let's be for real.
J-Don said in
J-Don.
the handbook, it stated that we only dox when attacked. We don't dox in the chat. Baby, when I tell y'all J-Don is holding firm to this beef sector handbook, this is sick. What's up, Illuminegro? What's going on, baby?
Chilling, man. But like, Can I chime in on the conversation though? Like,
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
let's not act like black folks ain't the main ones that be like, oh well, if you ain't black, if you ain't seen this movie, you ain't black if you ain't experienced this. So you feel me? Like,
well, if that's the case, a little Negro, honey, they done took my black card because
yeah, a lot of motherfuckers be trying to snatch mine.
I can say you ain't black. I can say we ain't black and we ain't never picked cotton. So I guess that put me on the other side of black, don't it?
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
I ain't never picked no cotton.
Right, me either. I ain't never came over on no ship or no boat, so I don't know how to relate to their storylines.
I don't even classify as African American.
Right.
Speaking of picking cotton, me and my friend went on a road trip. We went to North Carolina, and we decided to take the back roads, right? I did not realize that in the area of Virginia that I was in, headed into North Carolina, there's a bunch of cotton fields, right? Mm-hmm. When I tell you, we pulled over and he picked some cotton out of that thing and stood there and cried for like 20 minutes. I'm like,
see, I would have laughed at him. I'm so sorry. I would have found that comical. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Be careful doing that. You can cut your finger. You can cut your finger real bad. I cut myself one time trying to do that.
This is crazy. He said, you just don't understand. And then we took the road trip in February too. He said, you don't understand.
I bet you was having flashbacks and all.
Well, you said, but your ancestors did. My ancestors ain't never told me a story like that, so I can't relate to all these ancestors y'all claim and y'all call upon because they ain't my ancestors.
I got Indians in my background.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, baby. All right. Yeah, go ahead, y'all. So I just want to say real quick, I'm ordering some food. Hey, Tomalito, hey, all right, well, hey, Illuminati. I'm gonna say this real quick and get the hell down. Child, not y'all fighting in the chat, talking about one is diet and one is D, but y'all, this is some freaky shit. But let me go eat because y'all know I get angry when I don't eat. So I gotta order my food. They fighting in the damn chat. Now, all right, why you Envy started this shit? Well, actually, Lemon, Jackson, Jimmy, Jordan, Johnny, whatever the fuck name he want to be called today, he started all this shit by letting that fat slob of fucking IB ass up there. That motherfucking goddamn body built math index, goddamn fat ass Barney and motherfucking Slug Man TV shape built motherfucker need to shut his ass up. Why don't they put his fat ass out there and pick some fucking cotton? Maybe he'll see what the fuck it feel like. Oh, stinking ass motherfucker. Boy, I bet you in his ass shit, it smell like hell. Oh, girl, let me get out of here because I'm hungry. I'm sorry, y'all. So Jim Crow doesn't child. Let me get out of here. Love y'all.
Go
girl,
get
I gotta
you some food, sis.
F-bombs everywhere. All right, so Pizza says, so Jim Crow doesn't exist?
It did.
So Jim Crow don't exist. Like, y'all crazy.
It did, and it still do. You still see remnants of it in society. So you feel me? Like, you can't say it don't, because it do.
Okay, so then somebody said, well, Ruth Shecker, it's not about your ancestors, it's alive and real today. And unfortunately, it is. It really is, but we're not going to damper this because, child, I get, yeah.
Well, all I can say is I have white people I deal with. I have white people in my family, and I have not had a prejudice moment dealing and coming from white people. Most of my complaints are towards black, so I don't feel the way everybody else feel.
And I can respect that. I can respect that.
But see, look, but like the people that you mad at is the one, or the people that you got like a disdain for that you can't stand is the ones that got that nigga syndrome. You feel me? Like, it's the mentality. It ain't even the person. You feel me?
Right.
Exactly. And that's why I say I don't deal with the field niggas. I like the house niggas that got some home training.
Oh,
they get mad with it, but as they say, all blacks look at us as we different. Every I done seen this. While we constantly working on what the white people do towards us, let's talk about what the blacks do towards us. African blacks don't see us as being there like them. Other blacks from other places don't see us as being like them. So I want to know what is the standpoint of me feeling how I feel, because I'm not challenging how nobody else feel. I'm just saying I don't see it like that.
Okay. Listen. So everybody has their own opinions about this. This is something that people just won't agree on. Okay. So this is one of the things where you're just gonna have to agree to disagree. Some people agree with what Room Checker is saying, some people don't, and that is fine. That's fine.
Certified Willow, you say, oh my God, Room Checker, you can't be serious. Yes, I am serious. I ain't never fell out with a white person. I ain't never had a white person try to mistreat me, abuse me, or talk to me any type of way. It be the ignorant blacks that I come across.
I done had some awkward situations with some white folks in public. Ain't gonna count.
Well, yeah, well,
but I handled that. I handled that how I had to handle that. But
of course. Drunk Meat said, "Hello, R1 Pedal." Drunk Meat, listen. When you left that comment under my post, that really, really meant a lot. It really did. And I hate that I left you hanging. So I'm so glad you can come and hang out with me today. Thank you so much for coming on in here. Okay?
MGO, you said our people perish for lack of knowledge. It ain't that we perish. It's like certain stuff y'all want us to dwell on. We can't turn back the heads of time. We ain't experiencing it in today's time, so why should we give a damn? Like, I think some people make excuses for them being lesser than. Like, let's be serious. They say, well, you can't get jobs. We got black people as doctors. We got black people as being successful. It's a lot of black people that rolls over the statistics, and then they want to say, well, we still in slavery today. Who the hell got chains around their neck and be beaten and been sold off and all? Well, it is sex traffickers. But all of us ain't experiencing that. So I can't dwell on what other people went through before my time. Do I know history? Yes, they make us take 4 years of it. And I quite frankly don't give a damn. I'm sick of Roots and all them other movies they keep putting in front of our face. And they doing it to play on y'all empathy, y'all sympathy, and y'all heartstrings. Because a lot of y'all, every time y'all see it, y'all get bitter and mad all over again. But you can't change it.
Yep, we can't change it. Unfortunately, like I said, your stance on it is your stance. People, everybody don't always
not turn eyes.
That is going to be something that unfortunately everybody will never agree on. And that's just that. So moving
right along. Let's go.
So other than this, what else has been going on out here in these streets? Hold on. And Vibrant, thank you for getting John Sharp, whoever it is, up out of here. Don't come over here talking about some pizza go live. Are you okay or are you dumb? Which one? Pick correctly. Okay. God bless you. Goodbye.
Okay, can I answer? Who was that? Hold on. Who was that? Soul Sisters. I agree so much with you. But if you look at it, well, I ain't gonna say look at it. I'm gonna respond to your question. And I promise there's no sarcasm. A lot of these people like Martin Luther King and everybody else, if you ask me how I feel about it, I feel like they've died in vain. They died for us to have voting rights, and we don't use them to this day. Like, they died for us to be able to stand on so many lines and be in the front and actually get our voices and points across. And some of these people still don't utilize it. So what was the point of them sacrificing themselves as a whole for a whole entire race that can't stand together on nothing? Please explain that to me, ma'am. Cause I got so many courses, and I promise I ain't trying to offend nobody. I would love to hear your standpoint on it. Cause when I look at the stuff that they went through and how they sacrificed themselves to help us be better, like, we still got people running around here saying our votes don't count. They refuse to vote.
Well, that is true. And like I said, that's going to be one thing that everybody will agree with or agree on. And Sometimes you have to know when to walk away, because after a certain point, I feel like it's going to be beating them in the head. I see some people are on your side, some people are not, and that's
But
just.
before we move on, could she answer that? Because I really would love to hear that answer. Because when people ask me my objective, that was my standpoint. Like, they died. Harriet Tubman sat on the front of that bus for us to be able to sit wherever we want to. And some of us refused to sit on the bus. Back in the days, our ancestors was built stronger. Because if you notice, they did a lot of stuff. They didn't play with credit. They figured out what they wanted, and they saved till they reached the amount that it cost for them to go retrieve it, and they got it. So banks weren't even able to entrap them and stuff like this. I actually like history. So that's why I was like, I seen the way they did it, and if we would have kept going the route that they was going in, we probably would have came out on the better side. But then we started thinking for ourselves, and a lot of us couldn't even stand together and make the proper decisions that it would have took for us to come out like they wanted us to. And then to see people today say that they refuse to vote, like they vote don't matter, they vote get traded or stolen and all other stuff. Like, I really would love to hear their viewpoints.
The only input I got is Rosa Parks on the bus and Harriet Tubman
on the bus and got Harriet Tubman, right? But I knew what she was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my thing, right? Because we're about to switch topics. What do y'all think about this summit? And then Jay Dunn and his handbook with all these rules and regulations about this beef stuff.
Okay, let's talk about it. I think Rick did what he was supposed to do. He showed how weak-minded these folks really is, and they bored and ain't got nothing better to do with their time, because he said he put on a bullshit show just to see how many people would gravitate to it and how many people would want to be involved, because it really wasn't nothing else going on the board.
Okay. Hold on. Basic Corporate, I don't know if I spoke to you.
I liked having that conversation though about like the rule book and just brought up, it was something different. You know what I mean? Like, I have been here since the beginning. I have watched the beef sector grow. I've seen some of these CCs go from being call-ins, not having a channel, to blowing up. And
yes. Listen, I loved the call-in. Soul Sister.
Yes, sweetheart. I don't know what my avatar was.
I'm gonna give you the opportunity to answer the question that Room Shaker said or asked you, and then we're gonna get back to this summit stuff.
Okay.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. Trying to get my thoughts together. The reason why so many people, not just Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and stuff, we've been fighting long before the revolutionary took place among my people in the United States. We have been fighting since day one. We've been fighting since the day that they put us in cages and displayed us as monkeys. We've been fighting since the day that they were able to take the wives and rape them and kill the babies if they were too dark. We have been fighting for centuries to get where we are today. If Martin Luther King Jr., Jesse Jackson, his wife, and all the countless others did not stand up on that march that they did, we would not be able to speak today. Martin Luther King actually said that a lot of things isn't going to change overnight. He was right. He also stated that America has a lot of good points to fight for. He was right. America stands for the freedom of rights from every man, woman, and child. That is the reason why the march was important, not just for our people, but for everyone who stands on this land, in this country, who needs a place to live, sleep, eat, and work. That's what Luther King was doing. That's what Jesse Jackson was doing. You may not think that what he did was profitable in your eyes. And that's because you didn't live through those times. You only seen those things through books and movies, but you didn't experience it. You didn't experience being an entertainer and being burned out of the entertainer place you're supposed to be entertaining with. You didn't live through the times where you were home and firebombs was thrown into your windows with your children
Mm.
sleeping. You only read about these times. Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and countless others did not have the opportunity and took the opportunity to march. They could still be doing this. As of today, lynching laws is still in the books.
Okay.
Kamala Harris was in a hearing trying to stop it from being in the books or re-entering the books because Obama took it out. But she was overthrown by the Republican who thought lynching laws is under so many different categories. Slapping could be considered lynching. So it didn't pass, which means all the young boys that's been
That lynching stuff really, really bothers me.
all the young
Okay.
men that's been lynching last year in the South who was in school, college, they still haven't gotten anybody who done it. So far, it's
Mm-hmm.
been 4 to 5 boys who have been lynched on a tree in the South while they was in college.
Mm.
The lynching laws
They just found a black girl a couple weeks ago.
where
I forgot what state it was, but they definitely just found her.
the
So,
lynching laws
are we gonna
So
talk
did that
about
answer your
the?
question, Room Shaker?
Yeah, yeah, it did. Let's get back on time because it just sparked so many more. Because we ain't gonna talk about the white girl that Martin Luther King was fondling and sleeping with, and we ain't gonna talk about Jesse White as another Oprah Winfrey. They just presented him in front of us because he's black, and all the stuff he did on the sides because he has been exposed for stuff he was doing in Chicago and actually selling out black people. So yeah, I don't care about none of that.
Mm. So hopefully, Soul Sister, you're able to take her response to your answer. But yeah, that's a bit touchy. Um, so let me see. I'm trying to upload something so we can get back to this handbook. I just want to give Soul Sister the opportunity to come up here and actually answer the question. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay.
Molly,
Here you
what
go.
you say? Room Shaker don't be the sacrificial lamb for envy, inability to be honest with his girlfriend.
Molly,
what that
hold
got to
on,
do
hold
with
on. Molly,
anything?
what are you talking about, Molly? Please, seriously, Molly, what are you talking about? Explain that to me. Hold on. Anyway, back to this. Woo, back to this whole handbook and summit thing, because Molly's a fucking weirdo. Stupid ass. So here are the rules. Envy and this handwriting, Jesus Christ. So J Dot decided to come up with a list of Molly. Here's the thing. Molly said, why you really think Envy didn't know about IB? Molly, it sounds like you want Envy to be this racist individual. That's what you want. Because you are harping on this way too much. Why are you trying to push that narrative and that propaganda about him? What does that say about you? Because you keep trying to malign Envy to IB. Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, please don't tell me not to be that girl. So how about this? How about you enjoy? I'm gonna send you on a vacation for 24 hours. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, moving right along. Okay. Okay, you don't ask somewhere else and do that. You ain't gonna come over here in my shit and be disrespectful when I ain't do shit to you. So try again tomorrow. Anywho, I'm back. So Jay Dunn decided to come up with this list for this new beef sector. All right, Lou, thank you, baby. So, Room Shaker, are you able to read this? She on mute.
Oh wow, let me expand my screen. Who handwriting is this?
don't do Envy handwriting, okay? Don't do that.
Oh hell no. Envy, you should have typed, baby.
Anyone?
Uh
I can read it.
Wait a minute.
Y'all want me to read it out right quick?
hold on, let me go on mute because here comes somebody.
The Beef Sector Handbook requirements. 1. Anyone prior to the pandemic 2019, they actually changed it to 2020, who was already here is Beef Sector. You must have actual relevance in the sector. 3. Know some history. 4. Must know how to drag and roast and gag. 5. Must be able to be on camera. 6. Must know how to carry a show on your own and not need a panel. 7. Must know how to dox. 8. Must know how to strike and flag. 9. Must know main CCs and subbies, past, present. 10. Must do real content and not lazy content. 11. Must have docs before CCs. Must have been doxed. I think that's that one's supposed to be.
What number was that? 11?
Yeah.
Must have been doxed before. Content creators.
12. Must have been in a beef with at least 2 other Beef Sector CCs with videos to prove your dragging ability. 13. Must be able to keep the audience entertained. 14. Anybody can get dragged. 15. Must be able to hold at least 200 people in the chat when streets are hot. 16. Must be a great storyteller, talent, and creativity. 17. No Tommy Sotomayor supporters.
And we all know who that's about. 18.
What is that first word, Envy?
It says must be able to handle your own against multiple CCs without crying for help.
Okay. And then rules of engagement. 1. No fast tracking new people outside.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. I just realized he left some stuff off. 19. Must fight at least 5 men within the sector. 20. Must accept and understand that the content is and will always be a priority over friendship and affiliations. 21. No makeup to break up fake beefs. 22. You are not allowed to hold the channel holder responsible for another CC dragging you. 23. God darn it, no begging for mod sticks. So it's 2 rules out of this whole list. Everybody knows who you got.
There was another one like it was something.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was 2 pages. 23. Oh, no, 23 was no begging for mod sticks. 24. Jadon. 24. Who's that? Toucan Samantha? Hey, baby. 24 says no fake relationships for content.
That was the one.
That is it. 25 says if 2 CCs fall out, the subbies should not be focused. Oh no, the subbies should not be forced to choose between the 2 if they equally supported the 2 CCs before the fallout. Then rules of engagement. 1. No fast tracking new people or outsiders. 2. You should not sell out the sector for any dollar amount. 3. Don't start fights in other sectors. Jada, I know who that's about too. Don't start fighting in other sectors. Expected backup from the beef sector. 4. No protection plans. 5. No drop game allowed because the conversations are not for sale.
I added only one rule to this. I was the one that added no protection plan. Let me explain to you why. Because anybody knows if you hit a link, you can get God at any time.
Right.
Anybody can get it. That's always been the thing. We've always been told ain't no protection plans. If you hit this link at your own discretion.
Rodney said this list is all about. But let me tell y'all the funniest part about this. Rodney posted on his community wall. Listen, Rodney is a character. Rodney posted on his community wall. He said, see, here go proof that I am beef sector. And he posted something, a list of people that he done beefed with over here. Rodney posted a list on his community wall of people he done beef with in the beef center. I said, Rodney, really? As a matter of fact, one day ago, he posted this. It says, I'm going to repost this. I'm 2.0 beef sector. Hashtag petty. And then he said, hold on, because y'all got to say, y'all got to say that. Oh, hold on. Go ahead and talk for me, Charlie.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it is like, here's the thing. I was doxxed when I was just a mod. I wasn't even a CC at the point in time because somebody thought I blocked them. Child, back in the day, it was a lot harder to be beef sector than it is nowadays. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you please. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you did that, boy, you get cussed out real hard. Both of them would
listen. Oof. Listen.
You had to be cloud watching like a mofo. You had to cloud watch.
Okay. Honey, you had to create a fake page and all this other kind of stuff. Like, damn, okay.
I never had a fake page. I was too lazy. I just cloud watched.
Yeah, it takes too much time for me. Room shake and drop. She probably no, she didn't. She's still there.
I'm right here. I'm having a conversation.
Are you having a conversation? Okay. Hold on, y'all. This is hilarious. Let me see. Because Rodney said, by hook, nook, or crook, honey, y'all gonna respect me. That's what he said.
And I think it's something about you have to have 80% of what is on the list to be considered beef sector.
Wait a minute. So my question still remains to this day. Do we have a QA department? Like, are we going to have?
We need an HR department.
Something. Now, I will be over the HR department. Okay, I would definitely do that. Let me see. Here we go. There goes one. Y'all.
Well, we have court. If you know what I'm saying, so we can bring people to court when they break these rules. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of court, TMO's last court thing that she had, that was rocking over there. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Okay, there we go. Now we're about to upload these. Baby,
the percentile is still to be determined. My bad. J Dunn just
what? J Dunn.
She just got me on that one. Yeah, it's to be determined.
J Dunn. So since you here and I'm trying to upload this stuff, so J Dunn, how do you feel about number one, binary saying that here goes one. No, that's not it. How do you feel about binary number one saying that he made you pop, and then two, he wants to be the manager, but y'all gonna have to pay him $500 to manage this new to manage the new sector. How do you feel about that? Open. Is it gonna
now, binary, I like you, but I gotta tell you something. We're gonna pull a This Is Sparta and kick you straight in your booty crack because we ain't paying nobody no $500. Okay. Is you crazy?
Hell no. Okay, here goes the first one. Hold on, let me see. So here you go, right here. Rodney. Hold on, it won't stay up. There you go. So Rodney said, I'm going to repost this. I'm 2.0 beef sector. Hashtag petty. Right? And here goes the list. This is everybody he done fought with. So we got, he said, for the a-holes and weirdos that say I only have monster storylines, this is the list of people I fought with. King Roman News, QB, Treasure Lane, Deanna, Ronnie Q, K-Fit, Lady Nika, Stomp Down, Rick Reed, J Dunn, Pizza, Brianna, Just Kimmy, Lemon, Kid Nola, B Miss O. Yes, I have a lot of history in the beef sector, 2.0.
I'm gonna ask a really messy question on this. I don't remember none of them beefs.
Listen, me either. Don't.
I remember. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. This is just my.
Oh, hold on.
Thing.
He left
Rodney,
one name
buddy,
off.
You got to explain.
He left one name off.
Now I know the Treasure Lane because
he forgot my girl, Little Mama Obama.
Because the reason I remember the Treasure Lane is because it was over Mama Fifi. The pretty, not Mama Fifi, the pretty lady Fifi.
I do remember that. Oh God,
you know who I'm talking. She's the pretty Fifi.
Very gorgeous lady. Yes, I do remember that.
Because he was Rodney attacked her for some reason or other. I forget what it was. I don't remember the exact beef, but there was something going on. And Treasure Lane took up because him and
Oh,
Fifi
yeah.
are friends, and that's why that one went down. I don't remember some of the other ones. I'm sorry.
Mr. Corbett said Binary said he definitely clout chased Jake. I holler. Listen. Little Mama Obama said, "Girl, you still not beefs at the Roderica." Oh my God.
I'm gonna need
y'all know that's gonna
remind
trigger
me
him.
of them other ones.
I don't remember the other. I only remember Treasure because of the Fifi thing. I don't remember. I vaguely remember the K-Fit one.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I think that was all three together though. Wasn't KRN, TMO, and the K-Fit thing around the same thing?
That's a probability.
I think those were all around the same thing.
What's the Binary smoke? Oh, hold on. Who got smoke? Who got smoke with Binary?
Now the Jay Wilson thing was over at Mind Stick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of those though at all. So I'm gonna need somebody.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Envy. I don't know what the heck happened. I can appreciate Binary's candor and listen. Okay, I'll let you have that. I'll let you have it. See, because if I can steal a saying from J Nut, I'm getting ready to go into my 39th year, and my prayer is that when I hit my 39th year, I want you to season my words with salt. So I'm trying to start early. That's why I believe this comment alone. Okay. Now I don't remember the Just Kimmy one. I cannot remember that. Now, little Mama Obama said me and Rodney B started.
Wasn't it?
Oh God.
Because he was a mod over there at Kimmy's house.
I like Rodney. I do. Rodney provides a laugh that he provides me a laughter that I never knew I did, because
if I'm
always
wrong,
something.
Correct me, let me know, because
me and Rodney's beef started after he attacked Fifi TV. That's her name.
That's who I was trying to remember. I remember as the pretty lady Fifi.
Then I attacked him, and it's been on and popping ever since. That was when I remember Lil Mama. I never heard Lil Mama get out of body like that. Lil Mama hit that link. Lil Mama hit that link, and she said something about pull up if you want to. I got people in my I said, ooh. I said, my mind. But if managing the creation of the new sector is an ongoing thing until the sector is fully established, I don't see the issue with the price he is asking. Code is organized and thorough. Okay. So let's unpack that.
All the time that we thought that the Rodney Kimmy thing started over my stick. No, girl, he supposedly, Jay Dunn just said he docked somebody in the members only content, girl. And Kimmy dismissed him because of that.
Oh, I do remember that. Oh, I do remember that. Oh, that was a long time ago. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that. Now, if we were to unpack this statement, but if managing the creation of the new sector is an ongoing thing until the sector is fully established, I don't see the issue with the price he is asking. Code is organized and thorough. Okay. I could understand that if and only if, this was a paid gig, right? But who's going to pay him $500? It's 2026, number one. People have families, people have lives, people have bills. So you want to be paid $500 to manage something virtual.
And what is he?
I don't care how organized and thorough he is. I'm sorry. He's not worth $500 for something virtual. Not at all. That's just my opinion. Like, what?
I'm gonna need him to tell us tomorrow what he managing, how he gonna manage it, what his plan is. Because I'm like, why? How you gonna manage the situation for $500 worth?
No offense, Arwa, but I thought you were much older than that. I get that a lot. No offense taken, baby. None at all. None at all.
Yeah.
That's actually a
J Don
compliment.
just said it. Why would we pay an Umar boy $500 to manage the beef sector handbook?
Ooh, thank you. Why? Because I feel like if the beef sector or this new sector that's going to be, you know, created, I think if anybody should be negotiated a price or anything like that, it should be somebody that is from the beef sector that is going over to this new sector.
Okay,
It's that serious.
If it's that
But
serious,
let me tell you this though, and J Don, to answer that, you know what I really think it is? This is what I think it is. Binary probably felt like because Lemon paid him an exorbitant amount of money to host, manage, and put together this talent show, that now that added a little oomph to his stock. No, baby. No. Why would somebody from the beef sector pay an Umar boy to manage something in a sector he ain't even from?
Hey, J Don.
See, because he also said before, I forgot whose panel he was on. He said, "Oh, I'm beef sector. I'm big beef sector." But when I say that, whole chat said, "Excuse me, you're what? No, you're not. You are a foreigner. You're a visitor. That's what you are. Like, cut it out." Cut it out. So Envy said, "I understand beans and cornbread, but imagine him going and correcting OGs. What do you think a conversation between him and Rick Reed would be?" I can tell you that. If you talk about binary, I can tell you that right now. Envy. Binary, Rick Reed will tell binary, they gotta punch you on the blind side.
No, I got who you think you talking to? I will. I can hear Rick Reed right now in my head, and I don't even want to repeat what's being said in my brain.
Exactly. Now they said binary gave him the money back as a birthday gift. Beautiful, wonderful. God bless him in his endeavors. However, it's the simple fact that he was given it to begin with. So I stand with J Dunn on that. Why would we pay somebody that's not even beef sector to manage a group of people that originated from the beef sector? Like, what?
I can name who I think can nominate for that position.
Who?
J Dunn. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she remembers stuff that even I forgot. I got ADHD, baby, but I ain't got the OCD.
J Dunn has the memory.
She has the memory of an elephant. You know, elephants be and crows, they be remembering everything, child. They grandkids be taking over beefs. Like they great grandkids. And I'm
not inherited beefs.
Yes. Did you ever hear that stories about the crows?
It doesn't matter what sector the person hold on. It doesn't matter what sector the person comes from. That mindset is so limiting. If they have the skills, the brains, and the foresight, I don't see the problem. Okay. While I can agree with that statement,
obviously.
I can agree with that statement, what has binary done that we could even do a resume check or a reference check that is even worth $500? Like, he hasn't done anything that's worth him even remotely being in the ballpark of a $500. That's just me. I just don't see it. I don't. Now, my question would be: is this $500 a month? $500 as a one-time payment? Furthermore, the real question really should be: who this money coming from? Who? To me, that doesn't make sense. I agree. And I'm not disagreeing with Mitch at all. I'm not. But just because binary says he has a PhD or a doctorate in management education management or whatever it is he does not give you, it doesn't warrant you the right to say, y'all should pay me $500 to manage this. What exactly are you managing? You're managing what? Usernames, avatars. What exactly are you managing? That's what I really wanted to know. What are you managing?
I got questions too. I want to know. That's what I was saying.
What's up?
Like, what are you managing? What is the criteria? Like, as a manager, what are you going to do to help, and all these other things? Like, there's a lot of questions that go along with that. Like,
true. Now just chilling. A PhD dealing with mental health makes him the what, baby? Because honey, it's a bunch of people over here with some mental health disparities.
Child, I'm glad I went through therapy. I'm glad I went through therapy, child.
Let's see. Envy. I can see that Rick has a short tolerance for yeah. Who was that? Little Mama. I did not realize Rick Reed had a short tolerance for outsiders until that day he went live. And I guess a binary, trinary, drop down in that chat and said something. Rick Reed said, block that nigga about my chat. You gotta go. I don't do outsiders. So yeah. Let's see. The rules are made to be enforced. Binary won't be able to check someone at all, even if it was his sector. Yes, he is organized and all of that, but the dynamics are off. Okay. So Envy, when you say the dynamics are off, can you explain to me what exactly you mean by that? And I'm loving the feedback. And Mitch, is Mitch still in here? I think that's the name. I hope I didn't butcher it. Mitch. Okay. Mitch, trust me, I'm not disagreeing or arguing with you. I really appreciate your opinions and your outlooks on this. So definitely keep that coming. Like Envy says, he said he doesn't like yes people. Neither do I. Yes people just, they make me itch. I hate yes people. This leaves out Sir King too. I
make our ass itch.
Literally. Now Jay Dunn said, boss lady, I'm the reason they've had something to talk about for the last 48 hours. No shade, Jay Dunn. You are. You are. Closed mouths don't get fed. You're right. They don't. You are right. Now, and who's to say that after this and hearing people talk about it, somebody just won't sponsor him that $500 to say, hey, go do what you got to do. I'm just saying. It can come literally from anybody. But we are just having a conversation. Let's see. I'm a super athlete, and I'm not walking into the Ohio State practice saying I'm coaching because I can run fast. Now that's stupid. That is dumb. This says very true. Okay, the beef sector don't need a handbook. Listen, the beef sector sometimes can't even follow the handbook that YouTube and Google has put out. Okay. But I'm loving this handbook conversation. I am. Beans and Cornbread said, he wouldn't be enforcing rules. He would only help with the organization. So my thing is this, if you're managing something, wouldn't that mean you would also have to help enforce the rules that you're managing? I don't know. I'm loving this conversation though. Let's see, where we at? RNY, why did TMO shade you? She said she really doesn't mess with you. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Luma. What you said? Don't ignore me. Hold on. Charlie. Yeah. Why does Lady Snoop do this to me? And I'm sitting here really looking at this, trying to figure out what she said. Lady Snoop. Girl. I'm sitting here squinting at the screen, and I'm over here writing it down like it's Scrabble or something. I'm like, what? And I realized, ignore me. That is sick. Okay. My next comment explains that. Okay, let me see. Let me see. See what this said. All code said yes, or what all code said was hello. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. Listen, Lady Snoop, come on, girl, that thing. through me. Binary stands on business for his own channel, does he?
Don't worry, Lady Snoop. I'm not the best smeller neither, baby. I spell like crazy
God.
sometimes. I just be like, I
Nick,
apologize.
oh Lord, hold on.
Why we got ransom note tendencies?
Exactly, Lady Snoop.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't want to interrupt your show. I just wanted to say I never heard. Hey, you guys, I didn't hear TMO say that about you. I don't know if they're trolling you or not. I didn't. Yeah, that's why I didn't hear that woman say nothing like that.
No.
Yeah,
not at all.
And that don't sound like TMO. She would have just told you how she felt.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I can't sit in the chat while they lying on the woman. I didn't hear her say no. She don't mess with you.
Yeah, and I know Georgia Peach just said TMO told her chat to come over here and support. That's true.
What I'm saying. Thank you so much. I'm like, something don't sound right. She once told us that she was live. But okay, I don't want to interrupt. I just got off of work.
I appreciate that, baby.
Okay, and I need my one-on-one.
What one-on-one?
I don't know. You be interviewing everybody else. Shit, I want to
hear. Okay, as a matter of fact.
She wants
a girl talk or something.
Your interview?
Either an interview or just a girl talk or something. I want to come on the show. I ain't got really nothing to talk about. I'm pretty boring right about now, but we can make up something.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out to you. How am I gonna reach you? Are you on?
Your husband know how to reach me.
Oh, honey, I had to look at my hand for a second. I'm about to take
your husband.
She's like, where my ring at, though?
He working on it. He working on it. Now, let me stop. That nigga gonna kill me. I ain't say all that.
Hey, you already know he
don't be adding extras on it now. But no. If he know how to reach me, he know how to get in touch with me.
Okay.
Okay,
cool,
mama.
I will definitely get your information. All right, boo.
Okay, talk to y'all soon. I'm still in the chat.
One lady soon.
All right, boo.
Okay, you funny, Charlie. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you, honey. Envy, what Bean said is correct. He is not trying to enforce the rules. Okay. Come on, Envy.
Respectfully. All right,
I
still like him. Just keeping it 100. But Envy always do too much.
Listen. For those that don't know, they may look at this and be like, "Damn, Yvonne is." They do that. They banter. Because Yvonne will be over there in Envy's chat and she'll put in all caps. Now, Envy, you was wrong, but I come in peace. Just be like,
I love that.
That's her. That's
Nick,
her, honey.
Thought you said y'all not going to see me on Girl Talk. Guess you hear the shade code. I come in peace.
Exactly.
I come in peace.
Wasn't Binary offering to manage the frenemy sector? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Managing the frenemy sector. That's why I say, who's going to come up with that $500? Now, I'm not saying he wrong for asking for that amount, but what have you done that's $500 worth?
Why did the song, what have you done for me lately?
Me lately, hey.
Ooh, yeah. Why did that come to mind?
Say that. I know TMO didn't. I don't. That's why I just said, oh, okay. It kept it moving. I know her a lot better than that. Trust me. Lady Snoop needs a different type of translator. Damn, Lady Snoop, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Don't do that to my lady. We all know, it's the word of the day. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna keep laughing at that. Now, Mitch said, while Pizarro and Lemon lay down their rules, I think Code can help with refining them. He may better articulate or present the rules, not enforce them. That's all, Pizarro. Okay. See, I didn't think about it from that aspect, just having him like fine-tuning or refining. But still, my question would be, we're paying $500 for that. However, on the flip side, listen, if I don't like prices at Walmart, honey, I'm going to a Save-A-Lot or a Piggly Wiggly. So, that's his price. And if I wouldn't expect him to, move from that, but I understand, like, that's what he feels like he's worth it, honey. And if they feel like he's worth the $500, they'll pay it.
That's on them, because I'm a bargain.
Not like, I'm not going to put it, but I think Binary going to do. This is what I think Binary going to do.
What, girl?
If they do set the rules, and he's supposed to be in charge of refining them, let me tell you what he's going to use to refine them. Okay? It's 2 words. Thank you, Chat GP and the T. To use an AI system to refine or retune up some words? No, absolutely not. TMO told her chat to come over. Okay, yep, we got that. Thank you, baby. Why can't Code manage the Umar sector?
See, let me say that a little salaciously, so maybe somebody could hear it. Why can't Code manage the Umar sector? They actually
I'm about to be messy with this next statement. Since J Dunn said, why can't he manage the Umar sector? If that's the case, why couldn't he manage D. Darrell so D. Darrell wouldn't have these legal problems?
Ooh, child.
And I'm gonna keep right on.
Ooh, baby. Right
on scrolling on that one. Okay.
Moving right on.
Exactly. TMO saying her chat here. She didn't say anything like that live. Yeah. Like I said, Dion, I know TMO a lot better than that. And I know she wouldn't say that. And she wouldn't say it without saying it to me. Okay? Trust me. I knew that person was trolling, trying to start some mess. No. Not at all. I ain't that gullible.
My train wreck just made me laugh and I'm going to spit out my train.
Oh, God. They said TMO said it about 4 days ago on pizzas. Okay. So now, if this person is still in here, Mrs. Do Right 2939. So what I would like for you to do now, if you don't mind, can you tell me how you would like me to respond to this statement? I'm very curious. Like, how would you want me to respond? I don't even need a timestamp. I just want to know what this person, what do you expect me to do with this? Please let me know. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm like Barbara. The reason I say get the timestamp is I'm all about receipts. Receipt.
What?
Without the receipt.
Manco Television. Thought you said y'all not gonna see me on Girl Talk. Guess you're here to shade Code. I come in peace. Listen, Yvonne and Envy's banter. I love it. The person should be timed out for 24 hours a block. I definitely agree, because that's exactly what I'm getting ready to do. To be very honest with you, I had to go back up and try to find her, because you're doing too much. You're doing too much, baby. God bless you. Okay.
And your endeavor.
Anyway, okay. Good gracious, that's what Yvonne and I do. It is, and it's hilarious. Hey, Black Pearl, good to see you, my love. Let's see, Georgia Peaches Juicy. I went to timeout earlier, but RY said she wasn't offended, so
Vibrant was ready. Like,
I know Vibrant sat there on pins.
Just tell me when. Just tell me when.
Oh, just tell me. You only pop up to inquire about you controlling something. Oh, is this about binary? Somehow, baby, this chat is. Oh, this chat is getting good. Big Man TV, what's going on?
The Snoopies are
what's going on? Lady Snoop hates the name Snoopy. Oof, y'all are crazy.
I don't say that. I say Lady Snoop. Mm-hmm.
But when it's time, hold on. But when it's time work, you bragging about not showing up for 9 years. What are you talking about? Simone, baby, I need you to explain it to me. See, because it sounds like to me you misheard what I said. So let me repeat it once again, okay? I have not worked there for the last 9 or 10 years, okay? The typical adult won't leave one job unless they have another one. And guess what? I'm coming up on my 10th year anniversary next week at my new job. Okay? So are we done with that part? I hope so. Moving right along. Vibrant, that's a troublemaker, and that could have caused a major issue. He has financially supported beef sector CCs for more than $500, I'm sure. Did he? Because I remember Binary talking about something. He's a penny pincher. That's what I heard. But then again, he could have just been lied about that. So that's a very good point to make. Oop, sorry, Snoop. Listen, Beans of Cornbread, this avatar picture is killing me. That is sick. Oh, speaking of, shout out to Pills, and that's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna move this right along. I'm gonna move this right along. I think Binary is worth the 500. He'll do a great job. Okay, so Beans of Cornbread, let me ask you this: is it 500 a month, or 500 one time to get everything rolling? Because if his job is to fine tune the rules, you know, and make it legible and make it so people can understand exactly what's going on, that's a one-time thing. You don't have to refine the rules or fine-tune the rules every month. So my question would be, is this a one-time thing to get them started? And then what? That's what I want to know. Train wreck. He might get a couple of views for the hooked on phonics part of it. Are y'all okay? Beans of Corbett, these comments are insane. I don't know what to do with y'all today. Let's see. Even if he did, okay, there she goes. Even if he did offer to manage the sector, those men and their egos would never. Absolutely, because I can see it right now. Binary, who you think you talking to? You ain't even from the beef sector. You ain't running nothing. You ain't managing nothing. I can just see it and hear it right now. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, here's the thing. Even as for the news sector, right? You ain't. They're gonna say you ain't frenemies. You ain't been over here talking to us about the situation. You ain't hit none of our panels. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't had none of these conversations.
Yep, definitely get it. I get it. Now, Georgia Peach said, no, actually,
like,
TMO was just explaining how she felt with the original situation. She said nothing bad about her and why I was there. And I can believe that. I can. See, because that's what happens when, that's what happens when you know people and you know the character and the integrity. I know she wouldn't have done that. And because she's already said it before.
She would have said it to your face, and she probably has said certain things that y'all have had in the past, and y'all have moved forward from. Do they realize how many years we've been together? Child, at least we called each other at least one time or another.
Let's see what that got to do with that D DeReal. No. Okay, so when I said the D DeReal thing, because Jay Dunn said, well, why couldn't Binary manage the Umar sector? And I said, that's a good question, because if that's the case, why couldn't he have managed the real so he would get into these legal disparities that he is experiencing or has experienced? If that's the case, why not go manage Old Boy's comedy career? Something that can possibly bring in, monthly income. I don't know. But my fingers is itching. Vibrant, I've never seen you talk like that.
Vibrant, go wild, girl. Go wild. Ooh. Have some fun.
Baby, Vibrant long self done. And I looked and I saw. Oh, Vibrant, I've never seen you act like that. This is Wednesday, Yvonne. Girl Talk is Sunday, ma'am. I come and peeked. Yvonne and Envy, y'all's banter is just too cute. Lays want to see women argue. Go live to them. Linda, hey baby. I think Binary is a cool dude that knows a lot, but don't underestimate him. And you know what, Linda? I can't agree.
Once there's the quiet ones, you don't want to underestimate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this.
Somebody, this disrespectful name back here, baby, you're going to have to, ban. Goodbye.
Ooh.
Goodbye.
Girl, type me in the back chat with the name. What?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, because I want to know. You know I'm nosy.
You ain't gonna get me. Nope. Hold on, I'm about to tell you.
Not today, say not today. But I'll say this: vibers like me, we're one of those mods who don't like to block. But if we block, best believe it's a very good reason.
Absolutely. Look at that, and you know I won't go let that person. I got too much respect for that person.
Oh no.
Exactly. Moving right along.
No sir, no ma'am.
Nope. That lady ain't been nothing but good to me, and I ain't about to. Hell no. Get out of here. Let's see. Now what to say? I can't see them a mile away. I've been doing this a long time. Vibrate. I mean, honey, you was ready. Linda Dorsey. Okay, Big Man TV. Charlie, work on RY and NV script. Big
He's
Man.
saying he is. I mean, I ain't working on no script.
Oh, okay. What script you working on, Big Man? Because honey, you've been cutting up over there on that community wall. Okay.
You know he does his.
Oh, here we go. Exactly. Here we go. Yvonne. Manco TV, stop it. You shared you were going to any Girl Talk. Your first visit to Girl Talk Wednesday was last week. We good, love us. Listen.
You know them two go back and forth like brother and sister.
They do. That's why I'm laughing at it.
I be laughing at them when I be seeing it in the chat. I be over there. I can't even type. I'm laughing so hard.
Listen, because I be wanting to drop that in that chat sometimes, and I be like, no, because it be. So are you gonna be up here or are you gonna be in the chat? But to see them two banter, funny. Georgia Peach said, "Told you I'm protective over people I like, and I appreciate that." I had the same pic for a while, and my husband made me check.
Vivi did. She did. She had that picture that Bean said. She showed it.
Woo! Listen.
And her hubby cool people. I like him.
I believe it. But it's on Sundays. This is open with Clyde.
It's the picture for me, though. You realize that's Binary's face with a wig.
That is sick. That's sick. But I'm gonna go ahead and help you out too, baby. If this is boring, because the one thing I don't want to do, I never want to make somebody, be somewhere that's boring. So you and everybody else thinks that I'm boring. Listen, if I don't like old Western and sci-fi movies because I think they're boring, why would I sit and watch? Does that make sense to you, Charlie?
And that Lady Nika too was that person that was in the back chat.
That may have been that person.
That is not Lady Nika. That is not Lady Nika in the chat. Shout out to Troll Gang, but quit trying. Like, you could come in as my troll page. Come on in as mine. I don't mind it, but there's certain people that we don't do that with.
Not at all. If somebody came up here trying to use the name Uncle Nika, absolutely not. You gonna do that somewhere else? Get them
together, baby. Get them together.
Okay. Binary and I don't always agree. We actually fight a lot, but I recognize his ability to manage large-scale operations. I believe he'd be great. And I'm not taking away from his talent or his abilities because I think he's definitely able to do so. However.com. To me, this is just my personal opinion. I just feel like it's weird to ask for money to manage a virtual space online. That's weird. That's just my opinion.
I mean, if
like I said, somebody may pay him that $500, and if they do, fantastic. To me, that was just weird to me. That's all. Okay, he said, okay, so here we go. He said it's a one-time only. Okay. That makes me feel a tinge better. Because I'm thinking one time or monthly. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But then my thing is this, though. My thing would then become, what would be the parameters or what are the requirements? Because if he puts this together, is he going to require them to stay a sector for at least 12 months? Like, I don't know. But I guess once he get the money and he put this together, it don't matter how long that sector stay together. Let me see. Just trying to figure it out. RNY's voice is so soothing. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Binary can stay in binary. Oh, Sour Patch. Y'all do understand that Binary is going to go live tomorrow. Oh, and how he is going to try to drag. He is going to have all of these weird voices. He's going to have a rap song for everything. Like, oh, ugh. Anywho, most of the sector, this and sector that is a popularity contest. It's as simple as that. Now, I actually agree with that. I do. I agree with that a lot. Oh, Envy. Be quiet, Envy. You're first in the chat. Wednesday was last week. Like I said, we good, Envy. Don't change the narrative. I'm out because of Yvonne. Y'all are crazy. RY, well, since Beans feels so qualified, can you ask her when will she be? Father God, have mercy. Charlie, why are these people like this? Why? The avatar is, Hold on. The avatar is not a slight against Krista. It's my tribute to Goosebumps. Okay. It's my tribute to Goosebumps, really? Y'all are crazy. You go grab. Thank you, baby. I do not like when subscribers disrespect the CC. So yes, I get busy. Oh no, baby. Get busy, get active, do all of that. Absolutely. You got this. You got this. And you're one moderator that I don't ever have to come back and question. Ever. So do what you feel that you need to do, my love. That's why I gave you that blue dress.
And she been smacking them upside the head every time they come in with that red. To be good. She's got that switch out. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Exactly. Look at this. Yvonne and Envy, y'all are hilarious. Let's see. Where we at? Are we at the bottom? Ness Busted Kid. That's not Nika. I know somebody tried to come up as Uncle Nika, and then I guess somebody, this Lady Nika too. That's definitely a troll. Definitely. I see them all over the place. Weirdo. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Baby, when I tell you, Vibrant is active and I love it. We know it's not Nika. Thank y'all so much for knowing that's not her. I really, really thank y'all. This is not boring. We need different style of content. Come on, guys. Exactly, because all that screaming and hollering, after a while, that shit gets irritating. Okay? That's why I love my little space over here where we just dial it on back and we just chit chat. I have enjoyed your show, Arn. Thank you, OG Beauty. I appreciate it. It's all business. It is. Oh, now this. Hold on. Hold on.
Woo-hoo!
Lady Sparkles.
Child, what's going on? I got my food. Child, they fight like I ain't never. I'm just laughing now, child. They fighting the chat. Somebody said, shit, I could do this shit all night. Let's go, guys. And Sour Patch getting up boxing, put her damn drink, her pina colada, and her rum punch in her hand. Everybody fighting. RMI, you got everybody fighting. Charlie, you got everybody fighting here.
Yeah. Listen, no offense, but I wouldn't put so much trust in faces. Yeah, listen, trolls will be trolls. See somebody back here, Uncle RNY. Oh, God bless you, baby. Let me help you. Hold on.
Wait, Uncle RNY. That's probably West ass. That's West ass. West, stop that shit, West. You know that's you shit.
How do I fix this?
What the hell? Ooh, look at my pretty girl.
There we go. Okay.
Ring around the rosy over
what the hell we playing? Musical chairs and shit? Y'all fight like hell. Just don't be disrespectful. Okay? Yeah. Don't be fighting. Don't be fucking with people. Just fight like hell in the chat. Sour Patch, come on, baby. Tell us why you boxing in the shit.
Oh, God. We get ready to. Sparkles remind me.
What happened?
Y'all are sick.
Huh?
I have been on here.
Wait, what?
No, I'm looking at this comment right here. Somebody said Sparkles reminds me of Shamarko. You talk about the Larry Reed.
Yeah. Yes, that fool that's just making, he's still making money though. But I'll tell you this, they wasn't the first person that said that. I went to Burger Queen, right? Fuck Burger King. I went to Burger Queen, honey. And tell me why. Yeah.
Why?
Some fool gonna come out to my
Child. Child. They thought you were
yeah, honey.
Child, that's what happens, honey, when you a celebrity, honey. I have been on 2.5 hours and I'm getting to wrap this on.
Yeah. Yes, I know, but I love y'all. Let me go eat y'all. I gotta go talk about racism. If y'all want to join me and fight like hell in this chat, in my chat, y'all can fight. I was supposed to be live with Krista, trying to figure out why Pills and what's his name? Pills and the other one, Blake, was getting ready to get up boxing and shit. Yeah, that's a lot going on, honey.
Let them deal with that. That's their problem. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you go enjoy your food.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Oh, do it. Later.
Before I get up out here, the only bone I got to pick with Envy is they took my drag of calling me Peter Griffin and gave it to Envy. So now we got to fight over the title of Peter Griffin.
Ooh, honey, Charlie, and your troll pages hit this like, honey, they've been banned too. Carry on.
No,
so yes, I'm ready to wrap
I like my troll page. Shout out to it. I finally made it, y'all. I got my own troll page, and she found Nugget too. It's awesome, so it makes me look good. Okay,
crazy. Well, Charlie, thank you so much, my love, for coming up and hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much.
I had to get my messy on, Gary. You have a good one. You heard me.
You
I was
too.
on for a little while.
I
was being good, child. Y'all have a good one.
You too, my love. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. We have been here 2 hours and 31 minutes, honey. We have been rocking and like I always say, honey, love is okay. Thank you for loaning me. You loaned it to me, all right? Well, I will see y'all out here in these streets. Shout out to Charlie, Room Shaker, Lady Sparkle, Lady Snoop, Illuminegro, and God, Soul Sister, everybody that came to hit the panel and come chop it up with me today. I just talked about whatever I wanted to talk about to get it off my chest, so I ain't got to talk about it no more. All right. So I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Y'all have a good night. All right. And stay safe. I'll just leave that right there. Bye.